This is NoCodeLimits here, and in this video we are going to see how we can use this keyword in C++ or either in Java. So this topic is really tough, so I think there is a need for making a video about this topic. So yeah, so without wasting your time, let's start the video. So after seeing this video, I hope you might be get cleared about this keyword in C++. And yeah, so this, if I can talk about this keyword, so main use of this keyword is only that, like, it refers to the current instance of the class. So if I am saying like this, so first of all we have to see what is a class. So if I can normally say, a class is a blueprint or template for creating object. So this is also something weird that some of students might not get. So in simple terms, if I can say, like, in a class there are students, means different students, and if I have to store that different students attributes like name, roll number, and etc. So for that, basically we have to make a class of student, and in that I have to define all the attributes. So let's see the syntax how we can define a class in C++. So for defining a class in C++, we have to simply write the keyword name as class, and then the name of the class whatever we user will want to give. So this class is a user defined data type, and user has to create it. So if I am talking about like, there are two types of data type, built-in and user defined. So built-in are basically predefined inside any programming language. If I can specific talk about only C++, then there are many built-in data types like integer and all. So this class is a user defined. So user defined means for which user can define in the programming language. Like, I am defining a class, so I will write here the name of the class such as student, and then I have to write this braces, and at the end of the class we have to write this colon. So by this is a basic syntax of creating a class in C++, and in that I would define here a data member such as int roll number, and yeah. So what if I would make a object of my class? So object is nothing but basically an instance of class. I am making this object. So how I can make an object? I will simply write my class name and the name of my object. So basically this is also an instance of my class. Whatever attributes or data members I have in student class, I am making instance of that class. So yeah, I will write here the name of the data my object as anything like A. So now I would access my data members by using dot. So if I would write here A dot roll number, and if I would write something like 1 or 2, 12, I would assign 12 value to my roll number. So here I can see this red underline. So what does it mean? Here you can read like what error it is giving. Like, it is saying me like the data member roll number is inaccessible. So what does it mean? Basically by default what happens, whatever data members here I have defined, so by default they are private. So it can't, if I am saying like private, what does it mean? It can't be accessible outside of the class. So if you want to access these data members outside of the class, for that we have to make it public. So by default it is private. Okay, so if we have private data members, how we can access? So by using getter and setter in Java as well as in C++, also we can make a method name get roll number or get roll number or anything we can give, or we can also use set roll number or anything method. So see here how we can implement it. So we have to define that getter. I would make here set roll number method, and let's see how we can write this. And for that we have to make this our method as public, and we have to define here syntax of the setter method as such. Like we have to define here the keyword as set, and then the name of the method. So I would write here the name as such, and it would take one argument such as int, and any argument I can give here. So its values, I would pass here value as my reference. After that I would write my roll number equal to whatever argument I have defined inside this method, and then simply colon. And I would also make here a method, another method for printing my roll number. So for that I would write here void print, and then this method would not accept any argument. So I would simply write here count, and then simply write here roll number, and then end line. So end line is used for new line. It is a new line character. It will yeah. So if I can write here whatever my object is, that is here, and simply instead I would firstly comment this, and I would using my object I would write here set roll number, and I would pass an argument here. As I have told you, like this is accepting one argument. I would write here anything value as 12, and then end of semicolons. Now you can see like the previously error we are getting here, the error has been removed right now. And for printing it, we would simply call that our print function, and I would simply write here count, and then using my object dot, I would call this print function. Yeah, so there is no need of writing count with here. So basically we are simply making a call to our print function, and it is our program execution flow from here goes to this function, and simply it is printing the value of the roll number. So if I would run this, I can able to see 12 in the terminal, as like we can see here. And here see the main thing of using this only here in the setter method. So what we are doing here, we are passing a different argument. So what happens if instead of giving an argument here as different, I would write the same name, whatever name I have given here to my object. If I would write here same name of my argument, I would replace my R with A, and simply here also I would replace it with A. So basically what happens here, might our compiler get confused like which one object we have to call. If I would run this, and simply here what happens, wait, I would change this my object from A to no, only here I would change this A to my roll number, and here also I would change to roll number. So what does it mean? So whatever argument we are passing here, it get confused like this is our private data member, and it is only accessible to its within its class only. So here our compiler might get confused like which one roll number we are talking about. So whenever we are creating any object with an argument, it will call this parameterized constructor. So this is nothing but a parameterized constructor, so by default it will call it. And here when the call generates, so here it when it will see like there is an argument named int roll number, so which type of int roll number it is. So this is a weird thing. So for by writing this, so our compiler might get confused. So if you want to see its output, see here I pass here the value 12. No, I would not be able to see 12 on my terminal. Now we can see random value, like it will throw me, it will give me value as null 0. So why? Basically here our compiler is getting confused. So what if I would write here this dot roll number, this and this pointer. This arrow is nothing but a pointer. This is advanced concept, and this pointer is nothing. This arrow basically is used to access the members of the structure or unions. If I am talking about the structure, so what is structure? So basically I am creating a structure of student class. So same in C++ or C in C we can use it. So basically this arrow pointing, this is my pointer. This is basically this keyword is basically pointing towards my attribute, that is roll number, and it is this roll number is pointing towards here. So for that we are using here pointer. So no, if we write here this, so when we are passing here same argument as we have in our as we have declared whatever our private data member, so no, we will get exact value as 12 as previously we are getting when we are passing a different argument. So this is the use of this keyword here. So if I would run this, I am getting 12. So no, our compiler would get to know like which roll number we are talking about. So we are talking about this roll number, and its value we are passing as 12, and it is accepting it. So this is about this keyword here. And here we have learned about two different things. What is the use of this keyword, and also something more like this arrow keyword. So whenever we have more pointers, so same name pointers might we are using in our program, so making increasing our program readability, and we use this type of pointer. Instead of this arrow we can also use star and something, but in C++ we are mostly using this only. So yeah, so this is the use of this keyword. In this video we have also seen about how we can create a class, how we can create a constructor, and how we can print, and we have used like how we can access the private data members. So if you think like this video really helps you, you can please keep the channel subscribed and press the bell icon for the latest updates.